What's the haps, guys and dolls of Craft Gaming? Stray Cat James here, and today I am responding to you, reading your comments, answering your questions, and doing whatever humiliating shit it is that you guys have asked me to do, which a couple of you did. Thanks. Do appreciate you guys responding to this. It's kind of cool to have that there. I was a little unsure about doing this. Anyway, I don't want to talk too much about that stuff. I have this internal conflict of, one, I want to make this a short video because sometimes some people go a little too long with these whole Q&A things. But then also I want to actually answer people's stuff or really give at least a decent amount of time to everyone's comment. So to counteract it, instead of you having to watch the whole thing, if you want to just watch your thing, which there's nothing wrong with that, I'm going to timestamp it down either in the description or probably I'll put a comment down there. So you can click on your little timestamp, and it'll take you straight to your thing. You don't have to watch everything else. There's nothing wrong with that. Anyway, I am doing this in a particular order. That particular order is the order in which it just shows up for me. There's no favorites here. It's just how it shows up on the screen for me. Let's get to it. FeyRazzle, great to see you back, bud. Hope the move went well. Excited for the new studio, still working on it. Also, we spend too much time together. Love you, bud. So you dance for $5, huh? I do dance for $5, although for Faye, I usually will dance for free. Oh, I forgot Hash Brown, too badass to care. I think that's why he said we spend too much time together, because he's the one who did that in response to the first, what's it called? Duke Nukem I did. I had that little intro for my Duke Nukem stuff, which I'm excited to play again. It's Dynomike YT. Jacked and excited for the Skyrim Let's Play. Can't wait for the videos to come back. Totally understand real life. I really appreciate that. Of course, you know, we all have real life. It got busy. I'm getting back and getting my feet. I'm still setting crap up. The same old story. I ain't gonna go into it all. Skyrim, yep, it's working on that. There's more to it. From what I'm doing, I'm finding out there's more and more crap I've got to do to make it work. But it's cool. I have reached out and actually talked with someone else who's going to be joining me on it, and I think she's a very awesome cat, really going to do an amazing impression. It's going to be fucking cool. It may not exactly be a Skyrim Let's Play as in you're thinking. What I said, I'll stick to the rules of the eating, the sleeping. The series will either end when I've become successfully an NPC, or when that character dies, barring some kind of a weird glitch death. But if it's a death, I mean, if he dies, he dies. That's it. That's it for the series, you know. But I'm really excited because someone who I think is very awesome and is going to be joining me on it. I don't know for how long, but she seemed pretty open to really working together on it. And I know you guys are going to like it. It's going to be really fucking cool. Gamersleight, well done on 150 subs, man. Thank you very much. I think we're up to 158 at the time I'm recording this. You guys rock so much. Don't know why you stick around, but you do. Thank you. So, sorry, Gamersleight, well done on 150 subs, man. Came here from BWG's channel, so look forward to seeing what you got. I'm moving myself at the moment, so I know what it's like. YouTube things a bit quiet till I move. Well, this was like 2 weeks ago, so hopefully you got moved. Hopefully you're back to doing your stuff. And it's always cool to see someone come from a friend's channel or someone you've worked with. It's always nice to have a new subscriber, period, but there's something that extra about, hey, that came from someone who I watch and someone I worked with and someone I like, someone I consider a friend. So I'm glad. Britain's Worst Gamer has got a really cool channel. He's recently won a PewDiePie green screen contest, and it was pretty damn cool. I was surprised, but at the same time not surprised, because I think it was really good. Kashta, oh great. I have a question and a request. Let's all pause and be surprised at her greed. Actually, you guys can ask, and you guys can do anything you want. I just like to give her shit. What is the one thing you want to do before you die? Request, do the peanut butter jelly song dance. So I'm not gonna lie to you guys, this question actually kind of stumped me pretty good, because for me, it's a tough one. You know, I thought about a million funny things to do, but I think I do want to actually genuinely answer it. I'm just gonna bear with me, because this may come off a little odd. I have had the opportunity, even though I'm not all that old, although I'm not all that young either. I've had the opportunity to do a lot of really cool stuff that some people don't get to do sometimes in their entire life. So it was difficult for me to search through things of like climbing Mount Everest and all that stuff, which I don't want to do and I've never done. But you know what I mean? Like those things of you remember for the rest of your life. I already fortunately have several things that I'm going to remember for the rest of my life, and it's very cool. And I'm not saying I don't want to add to that. It made it a little more difficult for me to really think about. And so this may sound not like, I think that's what people wanted to hear was, what's an exciting thing you want to do before you die? I want to do more exciting things before I die, but I have done some exciting things. So the truth is, something I'd like to do before I die is to, God, that's dark, Kashta. Is at some point I really want to find a balance in work, meaning somewhere in between the creative validation and the what YouTube gives me, what you guys give me, like that creative just buzz, the excitement, enjoyment about it, and a balance between what I do in my job now. I like my job. My job's not bad, and I like the place I work at. But I would like to find just something more creatively rewarding as well. Because it's all a quest for happiness, and that's how I measure success, is by happiness. So that's may seem like a pretty vague and lame answer, but the truth is that's kind of what I want to do, and I fully intend on achieving it, and I think it's going to be hard as hell, to really find that balance. But we spend so much of our, at least certainly in America, not to say other places in the world, but certainly in America, we spend so much damn time working. So I would like to find something that does grant me a similar creative validation that this does here at YouTube, which is totally thanks to you guys.
It's peanut butter jelly time! Peanut butter jelly time! Peanut butter jelly time! Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Now there you go, there you go, there you go, there you go. Peanut butter jelly! Peanut butter jelly! Peanut butter jelly! Peanut butter jelly! Do the peanut butter jelly! Peanut butter jelly! Peanut butter jelly!
theHfactor. Okay, I want you to read the following statement in your Q&A video. I will forever be inferior to the Hfactor. I mean it. I am not being forced to say this.
You I'll blow your off!
Alex, that dance. My question is, how did you get to be so dang awesome from the Drunken Pirate Cat? Alex is the Drunken Pirate Cat. She's a rum cat. Alex is very cool. Oh, it's a hell of a question. I guess to be genuine instead of making a funny joke about it, truth is, it's just, I mean, I was just born that way, it's a curse, and I don't know where the fuck I'm going with this, but I don't know. I don't think I am, but I'm glad you think so. Thanks. Switchwlf, oh, CRFTgaming member here. My question, now you say you have a big ego, I do. How does it feel to never be the best looking guy in craft when I'm around? Well, Switch, to be fair, I did struggle with it. I've adopted some coping methods, but the truth is, every group has to have their pretty boy, and I certainly am not the pretty boy of our group, so I have accepted the fact that you are CRFTgaming's pretty boy. And for anyone who doesn't know that, Switchwlf is our CRFTgaming pretty boy. I mean, you were in a Coke ad, for God's sakes. I can't compete with that. But I'm not bitter. I'm over it. It's fine. Fucker. Medivhus, my favorite German. If you had to choose a color, which color would you be and why? I can't read. Don't say black, because that's lame. Well, I don't know why you'd say that. I don't wear that much black, do I? Gold. I'm not sure how well that's showing up in the camera. Gold, because fucking gold. Plus, there's Irish in there and all that, and it's fucking gold. Black. AdlamGaming. Great video, thank you. I like to think that you wear that awesome jacket all times of the day, even to bed. First off, congrats on 252 subscribers, man. Awesome cat, go check them out. Hell, go check out half these people I'm talking about. And most of them are content creators, and they're awesome. But anyway, I don't wear the jacket to bed. That's a little silly. Basically, here's how it goes. If I am horizontal, I don't wear my leather jacket. But if I'm vertical, I do. So, bed, no. Shower, yes. PcGamingNewb, we haven't played together. We need to play again. It was a lot of fun. Why am I shaming you? It's my fault. I'm really excited to see more by you, thanks. Take all the time you need. I know how real life can hit. I know what you put out is awesome, and it's always great to see. I cannot wait for the changes you are doing, me too. We need to get together one of these days and play a game, for sure. LOL hash brown. Hey, I say things my own way sometimes too. That must be why we get along so well. Thanks. I actually responded to you in there too, but that actually is pretty cool. Thank you. It really means a lot. I'm glad, because I like to think, I'm not saying I necessarily do, but I like to think that I focus more on quality than quantity. Simply put, I really couldn't do quantity, but if I was trying to put out more and more and more and more, the quality would drop. I'm not saying my shit's totally top-end quality, but I am saying it's the best quality that I can put out at the time that I put it out. So I appreciate it. Thank you very much. And yeah, we gotta play together, for sure. Flamez! Oh shit, one of my fellow Craft Gaming owners. Fucker. What is it like to be so short you need a stepladder to reach the bottom shelf? Fuck at you! Hateful Taco Gaming. Yay, congrats on the move. And good to have you back. Thanks, dude. Question is for you, how did you become a greaser or what got you into it? Hash brown, too badass to care. I know I've made lots of jokes so far. Well, maybe not jokes, but I've given sarcastic-y answers. And I would love to hear, but I guess I'll be honest. Truth is, it just sort of like anyone else finding, like, becoming something or finding their niche, it just sort of developed over years. I was dressing as a greaser long before I realized it was a greaser. I don't really know, you know, it just... I think one day... I mess up my earrings. You know, when you start recording yourself, you know the weird shit you do. I do a lot of weird shit. No, but like, one day someone just walked up to me and went, dude, you're a greaser. And I was like, cool story. And I kind of walked away. And I found the greaser... what do you call it? I found greasers cool, the idea of greasers and all that cool. I was really early influenced by The Outsiders, which is still one of my favorite freaking books. It's like my second favorite book, if you will. Well, I guess as a novel, it's definitely my favorite. I love it. The movie's okay, but the book is really cool. And so certainly that had an influence. I've worn a leather jacket for a long time, longer than I can really remember, for the most part. And that sounds kind of weird. I know like my first leather jacket when I was very, very young, and it was like this Harley Davidson jacket, had like chains hanging on. Actually, now I think about it, it was a really badass jacket for such a young kid. Things like Terminator 2, because he had like the leather on, all that influenced it. So I guess what I'm getting at is really it started as a motorcycle thing. I liked leather jackets and all that, and I liked slicking my hair. So as much as I made jokes earlier about I was born that way, in a way, I kind of was born as always going to dig greaser. Love the 50s stuff. Love a lot of I love a lot of the old stuff out there. I mean, my hair product I use Murray's. I've used Brill Cream, but I mean, I used the classic old stuff. I don't use that modern stuff, and I've tried a bunch of them, but I mean, I have a love for the old things. I know I'm really rambling now. So the truth is, I don't really know, but as much as joking as it may sound, and it kind of is, to say I was born that way, it certainly seems that I was, because I really instantly had a love for classic things and stuff like that. Even as a greaser, I'm not like the modern greaser, you know, the tons of tattoos. No, there's nothing against that. Tons of tattoos, the really hard, slick. I'm not that modern greaser. I am more of a take on the classic greaser, if you will. Anyway, hopefully that answers the question. Thanks for the question, though. Game Pro Bros, hell yeah, bro. Can't wait to watch all your new stuff. Also thoroughly enjoyed doing a collab with you. I love doing collabs. They're so much fun. Always a lot of fun. Need to read ahead. Thanks so much for mentioning us, bro. And yeah, I also like hash brown as well. Much love from the Game Pro Bros. They're a shitload of fun. There's a lot of people that I've worked with, and if you start seeing them regularly, for sure. I've never collabed with anyone I didn't like so far. Let me just say that. But if you start seeing them over and over multiple times, it's because it's just like playing with anyone from the Craft Gaming community versus the Craft Gaming YouTube community. But it absolutely, it's just, I mean, it was like instant. I'm like, all right, you guys fit in perfectly. We did the Left 4 Dead. We barely talked before doing it. So everything you see in that video, I think it flows naturally. And it's just because there was that natural thing. They were really a lot of fun. So I had a lot of fun too, is what I'm saying. NeoVoodooChild. That cat is one of the few cats in this world who I'm like, I would just give about anything to have their voice. Not that I'm saying I think I have a cool voice, but he just has a fucking cool voice. Hey, Stray. Wow, not too many people actually call me by my nickname. Hey, Stray, hit me up. I heard you got the hookup on that chroma key. Need some advice. Just got me a cam and want a green screen like a boss. First of all, thank you for thinking I can help you green screen like a boss. I think my green screen doesn't look great. There's a lot of other people who do it way better than me. And I'm still working towards what I have now isn't working the way I want it to. And that's kind of why I'm doing this now instead of just in a normal background, because I really want to fuck with it some more. But I'm not a pro. by any means, and we know that. So I just want to say that. However, and I actually, if you look on that video, we went back and forth a bit, and I shared some advice. I will say there's 2 major things off the top of my head, maybe 3. Number 1 is lighting. Lighting's your friend. You don't have to spend a lot to have lighting. I got 2 lights off of Amazon. I think it was FeyRazzle who actually got me onto those lights. But you know, it's important. You've got to have your screen lit evenly, yeah? You've got to have a light on you that's separate, which what I'm using now is not the best. And in theory, I should be doing it, you're supposed to have a light between you and the screen that acts as a separator. And technically, you should actually have it above you. I'm going to do one behind me. I'm just going to throw a lamp behind me and see how that works. I meant to do that in this video to actually test it. I forgot. There's no lamp back there. I don't know what that was, but back to the point. So lighting, obviously majorly important. The software you use is definitely hugely important. I use a pretty cheap one. You know, it seems to do well with chroma key though. I actually have recently started getting into Adobe After Effects, and that's actually what I'm going to do in this video because I want to see how much better it can be. One thing I really love about Adobe After Effects, granted it costs a monthly fee, is when you create your video, if you do it, actually export it in, was that RGB plus? Essentially that plus represents, I'm not technical, bear with me, but that plus in layman terms represents that there is actually a layer there, and a transparent layer, versus a lot of other programs where you remove, you know, you do your chroma key and you remove that, but when you produce it, it produces whatever's in the background. If it's nothing, then it's black screen as a layer. Whereas again, with After Effects, you can actually produce it with a transparent layer. Therefore, I can take it from After Effects and put that video, you know, my face cam into a normal whatever I'm going to edit with, and it'll be fine. I don't do that. I haven't done that yet because it would take a shitload of time. But there are situations where I'm going to do that. More to the point, your software makes an impact on your green screen or whatever. This is blue, but whatever color screen you're going to use, which brings me to the third thing I'll say, and that is the color and the quality of what you're using. It does not have to be that pro chroma thing. I'm using a pro chroma deal now. It's blue. I kind of preferred the green screen to some extent. I had before, which was a $12 piece of fabric I bought at a fabric store. Pretty much going to go back to doing that probably, although I'm going to investigate a few other things. I'm not a huge fan of this. I don't like how stiff it is. But the color matters, obviously. It doesn't have to be green. It doesn't have to be blue. It can be gray. Just think about, one, to an extent, your skin tone, but that's probably less of a thing. You know, think about your hair color, the color of the clothes you're wearing, jewelry, whatever it is. Just think about what you're going to be wearing normally, the colors you typically wear, obviously. I know that's pretty obvious stuff. And the last thing I would say is just start doing it. Give it a shot. I know that's a really long answer. And to be honest, my brain's really scrambled because I just got home from work, so it may be a total ramble answer. I'm sure it was. But, I mean, like I said, I'm just learning as I go, just like everyone else. Start doing it, give it a shot. Technically, the first time I ever did it, I was really curious, and I just did it with my wall that was behind me, I think in like a depth video. And it didn't look great, but it worked. I was okay with it, personally. Anyway, I look forward to seeing, because NeoVoodooChild has never done even face cam on his videos, which they're really cool. They're so fucking chill, because he's just got a chill voice. So I'm pretty excited to see how that goes. And if I can help you, man, hit me up. Give it a shot. Okay, and then a late entry here from Miss Atomic Bomb. My request, read the 50 Shades of Grey excerpt that I sent to you. All of it. This may come as a surprise. I've never read 50 Shades of Grey. I've had a small experience with it where FeyRazzle read as like a freaking chapter in that stream. But I understand it as very saucy, so I'm thinking that I'm gonna need this. So pull up a chair and let's have a nice saucy read together. When did you start your period, Anastasia? He asks out of the blue, gazing down at me. Yesterday, I mumble in my highly aroused state. Good. He releases me and turns me around. Hold on to the sink, he orders, and drags my hips back again, like he did in the playroom. So I'm bending down. He reaches between my legs and pulls on the blue string. And gently takes my tampon out and tosses it into a nearby toilet. Holy fuck. Sweet mother of all G's. And then he's inside me. Ah. Skin against skin. Moving slowly at first. Easily testing me. Pushing me. Oh my. I grip the sink. Panting. Forcing myself back on him. Feeling him inside me. Oh, the sweet agony. His hands clasp my hips. He sets a punishing rhythm in, out, and he reaches around and finds my clitoris, massaging me. Oh geez. I can feel myself quicken. That's right, baby, he rasps as he grinds into me, angling his hips, and it's enough to send me flying high. Whoa. And I come. Loudly, gripping for dear life onto the sink as I spiral down through my orgasm. Everything spinning and clenching at once. He follows, clasping me tightly, his front on my back as he climaxes, and calls my name, like it's a litany or a prayer. PixelLily! Stop running away from me. Come back down to my level of subs. No hard feelings. Be awesome. You be awesome. Lily is awesome. She's evil, but awesome. Also, we're so in the same bracket of subscriber level still. UnkemptBush! On a scale from 1 to 5, just how hot do you think you really are? First off, man, there is no hotness scale that is literally just 1 to 5. Come on. There's a reason it's 1 to 10. Okay? Let's just make sure that's clear. You can't contain that much hotness in 5 numbers. Also 11. Last but certainly not least, KittyCallMeKat. Could you use the style of YouTube beauty channels and show us how to do your hair? I could, but I'd be letting some trade secrets out. I'm just realizing I don't know what my hair actually looks like. I came home from work. Hopefully it looks halfway decent. I'm a greaser. These things matter. Actually, to be honest, as odd as I am and I do whatever I want to do, I totally see me doing something where I'm doing my hair. I doubt it. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, so that's, unless I'm pretty confident I didn't miss anything on Twitter. If it was on Twitter, I had to have that hash brown. Too bad that's the care, otherwise I wouldn't have seen it. Or I wouldn't have found it when I went back. Obviously, I'm pretty sure I didn't miss anything on YouTube. If I did miss something, let me know. I apologize in advance, but I don't think I did. So yeah, I may or may not do this kind of a thing again. Not so much a Q&A, but just more of a me responding, humiliating myself, whatever. I might do it again in the future. If you want to, you can put stuff down in here, that's fine, but I'll make like another video where I can like harvest the stuff from. That sounds weird. Last but not least, once again, thanks so much for subscribing, for those of you that are subscribers, and thanks so much for engaging in this, giving me something to work with, I guess. I appreciate the questions. I appreciate the humiliation and all of that. You guys are very awesome, as always. Till next time, cool cats, remember, when it comes to gaming, you aren't having fun, you're doing it wrong, baby. Catch you later, cool cats.